station?
Oh my God. That's
What?
so funny. Well, you know how we all have created, like you see joggers now and they're running in place and you think of me because I'm like,
absolutely.
you can stop.
Right.
Because we've learned that you actually burn more calories if you stop and then go again.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I just
Yeah.
thought it bothered you.
It does bother me. But now, added bonus, tell them they should stop because they'll burn more calories.
Okay, good.
So Jack and Stench have created a thing with me, and I don't know if you're aware of it too, about the buffets.
With you? No.
Well, that they're addicted to buffets.
Oh, yeah,
but
sure.
And that Shakey's and Hometown Buffet are the two buffets they go to.
I think of them whenever I see either one of those places.
And that Jack fights every single freaking day that Shakey's is not a real buffet.
Right.
And that we have a fight about, yes, it's a buffet. They put out food on a table. Remember, we looked up buffet. It was a whole thing that, yes, it is a true buffet.
Right.
Well, yesterday I'm driving to the Redlands, home of our friend Chuck.
909!
909 Rocks. And they have cute boys.
They do?
Yeah, I saw.
How do you know?
Because I was in the 909.
But you were at a funeral.
I went shopping for a boy. I picked up some copper numbers for my house. I'm in the Redlands. I have to go all the way to Redlands to get some copper numbers for the front of my house.
Nice. They'll look lovely.
I hope so. We'll see. I'll
All
take a
right.
photo. Anyway, so I'm in the Redlands. I'm actually almost there on the 10 East. I'm driving my ass off. To the right, that glorious, glorious sign in the air. Hometown Buffet.
Oh, yeah.
And all I could think, Jack and Stench are going to be so happy.
I think of them whenever I see either place.
Isn't that retarded?
So you guys have really you got a
You
niche.
got a niche.
You're typecast.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, you really have made it a thing. I can't stop thinking of you guys when I see those two things.
We're the buffet kings!
The buffet busters, I thought.
Let's open a buffet.
Okay. I'm all about franchising. Let's go for a buffet and a Quiznos.
I don't know. Those Quiznos don't seem like they do very well because they take so long to make them because they're so good. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't feel like they can pump them out.
They're
as fast.
one of the top 5 earning new franchises.
I go there all the time.
Franchise.com or
But they
whatever it
cook
is.
their bread and stuff, and
Right.
and they melt it.
I don't like that they don't have a menu on the wall. That you have to look at the pamphlet.
You know what they had?
You're thinking of Togo's, right?
No,
oh,
at the
I'm
one-
No,
thinking of
you're
Togo's.
thinking
I'm
of
sorry.
Togo's.
The one,
That's my
yeah,
bad.
you're thinking of Togo's.
Yeah,
and
not
You
the
have to
same
look
thing
at
at
the
all.
pamphlet.
I almost went too. They had a how to open a Quiznos seminar at the airport Hilton, and I was this close to going.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Don't they hate it when we do the food show? Didn't we get a memo about this?
It doesn't matter.
Or was that the old guy?
As long as you mention names of clients, they're happy.
I don't remember. Which one gave us a memo about the food show?
I think it's all right to talk about food as long as it's not outside the window.
No, I think it's all right to talk about food as long as it doesn't sound like we're soliciting so people come up and bring us food.
Yeah, that's what it is. We can't, someone can't just bring us food and we talk about the restaurant.
No,
'cause
I
then
remember
get
something
fired.
about getting a memo going, are you sure that talking about Quiznos is interesting?
Everyone eats at
Yeah,
Quiznos.
something about I didn't laugh once while you guys talked about a sandwich.
The day we did the restaurants we like the best and got into the Cheesecake Factory
Right.
thing, and then Houston.
Right, and we did their whole menu, and then we got a memo saying the whole menu of the Cheesecake Factory is not funny.
Not true. I burst out laughing every other page.
But it doesn't have to be funny. It has to be funny or informative, and everyone eats there, so it's informative.
We
Right.
got a memo
We can
about
tell you the good things on the menu.
Absolutely, that's
we did
informative.
that show.
Informative as hell.
And there's all those ads on the flip sides of the page
We've
of the
done this
Cheesecake
show.
Factory.
Oh my God, our boss's head's exploding off her body. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
Didn't she already explode?
Danny, she had a beautiful baby.
Yes, she did.
Beautiful baby. And mother and child are doing fan-freaking-tastic. Little boy.
Now, do you know it's beautiful, or are you just saying
I
that?
saw the picture on the wall. It's
Well, that's right, on
it's
her-
a
on the
gorgeous
Perosa's
baby.
door.
It's not even all like usually they come out and they look a
Like
little.
an alien.
They
Yeah.
look crazy for a few days.
Yeah, this one looks all nice. I don't
It
know
is
if they
pretty
Isabella
baby.
had a pointed head.
they did it. I mean, it's a pretty baby. I don't know if they did Photoshop on it.
Yeah, to trim the point on its head.
And to take the mucous membrane off.
Yeah, sure. Can you get rid of that for me?
Yeah. And we need to tan it up a little bit because usually they're all,
Hey, can you paint in some abs? I don't want anybody to think my boy's a wuss.
Anyway, so yeah, she is doing great. So my guess is maybe she doesn't even care about the She has a baby now. They change after that. They get nicer, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. Gretchen didn't.
I don't know. How old am I? 35? When does that menopause kick in?
Any second.
Shut up. It does not.
Tomorrow.
You know that Gina Davis had him at what, 48?
48.
Yeah, so maybe right on 48, I definitely have to get a man.
But not Tony Orlando and not Tony Tennille. Who's the old guy that had the baby at like 70?
Tony Randall.
Tony Randall had a baby like 3 days before he died.
I have 13 years to find a husband.
Good luck.
Did my husband ever call the potential?
Matt?
Matt?
Not yet.
No. Did Tori Spelling call?
I think they're lunching together.
They're doing an episode of Scream Test. They're both on
I'm
it.
so mad at Tori Spelling. That is such a lie. She acted like my friend and then didn't call the show.
They're recreating
I'm not
wild
kidding.
stunts. They
It
could
could
both go to
be
lunch
the
with Jamie.
4 or 5 years of calling her a wall-eyed carp had something to do with it.
I never called her. That was my old partners.
See? They rubbed off, and you get the bad for it.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't because she likes Danny and I. Well, she
I don't
did
know
that
why.
day. I don't know. I'm mad at her.
But remember, then she called and said, I want to go on the show. And we said, fine. And then she
Nothing.
just didn't.
I know.
It was
Well,
weird.
Jamie said she'd call Matt and just didn't.
Oh, way to go,
But that was
Dan.
4 years ago, and
So
I
he's
had
holding a grudge. He's been
but
holding
I had
a
a
torch for you.
boyfriend, and I was being
Yeah.
faithful.
Stop trying to run Matt off.
I'm not. I'm saying
We
why he didn't
need
call.
Matt.
He did it yesterday. It's too late.
We need Matt.
He swept me under the mat yesterday.
Oh.
That was a good one, huh?
That was good, yes.
I mean, why is this guy acting like a superstar now? He's on E, on a show that's like brand new. Nobody even knows him.
But that's what it's brand new, and they're taping right now, and it's an actual on-location type show. So
Yeah.
it's
Why are you getting mad at him?
Because
Don't
he's
break up
acting
with him.
like a superstar.
He's not acting like, you haven't seen him
He's
since. He's not acting
busy.
like anything.
No, they said we'll try to get a hold of him, blah, blah.
He may not even know we're after him if
Yeah.
they haven't got a hold of him at all to tell him. If he's on location.
You just want to work yourself up over
No,
something.
I just
yes.
know 4 years ago he was calling my ass off. Now he's got a TV show. He's all superstar.
He didn't have a job.
Yeah, so he needed sugar mama.
Right.
Dinner.
now he's working hard and will call when he can.
Yeah, now he's busy. Forget it. I don't need him.
Okay, there you go.
I have 13.
What did you have on the pool?
I'm 14 years to find somebody nice.
So you're breaking up with officially at 7:53 Los Angeles time?
Yes.
Okay, what time did you have in the pool, Stench?
Here's Ruth. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Ruth.
We're good.
You guys rule.
We rule!
Did you guys watch that show last night on Renee?
Renee,
I did not.
The guy that you had on the show yesterday.
Who used to be, who had female body parts but lived as a man.
Well, he's not
Yeah.
here now. We can say he was a chick and now he's a guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys can get a tape of it, but you need to watch it.
Why? What did you learn?
Well, it was fascinating, the whole process and what he's going through or she's going through. But at the same time, he is really an angry person.
Yeah, he is. He seemed like an angry person.
He just was getting really upset with his wife because she wasn't understanding what he wanted to go through with having another surgery.
I saw that on the commercials, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just really interesting, but I didn't know if you guys had actually watched it because I noticed that when he was on the phone with you guys yesterday, it was kind of a brief conversation, and I didn't know if he was going to start getting upset or...
Well, we weren't allowed to mention like his.
Coming in.
Oh.
He's coming by here next week.
Awesome.
Am I allowed to
He's gonna
say
be in
what we're
town.
allowed- Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. There were just some things that he would allow us to talk about and some things he wouldn't. So
Yeah.
it was like,
Are there
that's,
some things he'll allow us to see?
Yeah.
Oh.
He'll be here on Thursday.
Can I ask?
He's
Can
gonna
I see
come,
it?
He's going to come by and say hi.
We
He'll
understand that it's
probably
a.
let you see it because he did on the show. I mean, they had...
Did you see it?
Yeah,
And what'd you think?
it was small.
Why, if you're just out shopping, why wouldn't you buy a big one?
Because they were saying that they couldn't actually let you have...
Because
they
probably
could
the
only add like maybe an inch because they're not... Unless he went through this other...
probably because
surgery.
it couldn't become engorged fully.
Right,
Oh.
and then if he went through this other surgery, which I don't remember the name of it,
All of a sudden
they would
I'm a
actually be
penis expert.
taking tissue from other parts of his
Thank
body,
you. Yeah,
and which looked really
like they'd
not
put
normal.
like his nose on there.
Yeah,
Dude.
pretty much.
So he'd have 2 urethra holes.
I was going to say something that I'm not saying now.
I have a lot to tell you guys. My God, look at everything that's all over this place. First of all, let me tell you that Bonnie, our friend Bonnie Fuller, is gonna be here shortly. She is from Star Magazine.
Worst keisters in the world on the cover.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's so
cover.
cruel.
It's the meanest cover I've ever seen.
And they also do the stars without makeup one and just find pictures of people looking bad. But
I would love to see from her on like Monday. I bet it's the highest selling Star Magazine. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask her if she'd be mad if somebody did that to her.
Of course. Put your big old cellulite-filled ass on that cover.
That's a lot of cellulite on that one lady.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I got to stop seeing that.
You do.
Did anybody see Bellagio, the O show? Cirque du Soleil?
Yes.
Do you remember the little midget?
I do now.
Ay.
Up until this time, I did not know what the hell you were doing. And now that I know, I still hate it.
He's on the roof when it's...
Yep.
Ay.
Good thing you're going to quit that.
Ay. I can't stop it. Oh, my God. It's like Tourette's, but different. Okay, we have a bunch of phone calls. And I got so much to tell you, Danny. I just don't even know where to start. First of all, I'll do this one, and then we'll take the phone calls. Did you see that guy in Texas, he had road rage? Remember you guys talk about road rage? Danny had it with his 2 kids in the car.
I got kids in the car.
Ay. Stench had it the other day with his kid in the car. And I said to you guys, my God, they might have guns. You know, you never know, blah, blah, blah. But you guys are all manly. No, it's fine. F them. Well, listen to this. In Texas, a man pulled a woman from her Mercedes-Benz during a heated highway argument. And then, okay, so they get in a fight, right?
Right.
I guess she cut him off or whatever. He pulled her, yanked her out of her Mercedes. You won't believe this part. He threw her off the overpass.
To her death.
I didn't think she lived.
Yep, killed her. Threw her off the overpass and she died.
Well, not only that, she actually bounced on the hood of a car and then bounced off and somebody ran over her.
And died.
I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, like, oh my God. Which carried her, the car carried her a short distance before she fell off and was hit by another vehicle. Witnesses told police, the man and woman were seen arguing on the shoulder of the turnpike just north of Dallas. The man did not die immediately. Oh, by the way, he jumped then.
Yeah, he jumped. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, he jumped too.
Then he jumped. So they're not sure if they knew each other yet or not.
Yeah.
I've got a new one.
What?
Dog rage.
What's that?
Remember I told you the other day I was walking with my whole family and that lady let her German Shepherd go and it came up and started to bother Dukes, who was just sitting there because he's like trained. And so we got into this screaming match. Remember I told you she called me white trash and it bothered me all weekend. So the other day I've barely gotten into the park and there's a guy playing catch with an unleashed pit bull. Now, the pit bull's behaving really well, right? But I'm walking by on the sidewalk, and sure enough, it comes over, and it goes after Dukes, and there's a big dog fight, and I pull him off. And he's yelling for his dog to come back, and he doesn't. He finally has to come over and grab the dog, and he walks off with the dog. And I yell after him, and he's not wearing a shirt. He's a big, muscly guy, and I go, hey, don't you want to say I'm sorry or something? And he flipped me off and said, F you. And that's 2 times in like 72 hours that I've bumped into unleashed dogs and ended up in a screaming match.
I just think it's funny when men and women fight that don't know each other.
The one that called me white trash was a woman. I
know. It just cracks me up. I always think that's the funniest thing. Like, I see, like, ego guys fighting, girls getting catty. But when you see a knockdown, drag-out, full-out fight with a guy and a girl that are just strangers, not lovers.
Right.
It kills me. I don't know what it is. I'm just like... Are you guys really arguing right now? You don't even know each other?
Okay, as long as we're going how bad it can be. I said you're lucky to the lady with the German Shepherd. I said you're lucky I don't take this dog off the leash.
Oh, God.
And she said, my dog will kick
your dog's ass.
My dog will kick your dog's ass. And there's another dog, like a short but thick dog. And I said, well, while they're fighting, and I point to her dog, I go, I'm going to kill that dog by hand. That's what I said to this lady.
You're nuts.
Dude, it's like people
Kelly.
keep your dogs on a friggin' leash.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I had to call and tell you this because it just was so perfect. I'm driving along, and I'm cracking up at you guys, and the freeway comes to a stop, and the guy next to me is looking at me like I am just absolutely nuts, okay? How could you be laughing in all this traffic, whatever? But so I try to muffle it a little bit so I'm not outlandishly just bursting out laughing. I pull up behind this black Ford Focus in front of me, and it said, the license plate frame on it says, "No, I'm not crazy. I'm listening to Jamie and Danny." And
No.
I was like, no way!
That's awesome.
I remember that guy made those for himself. I can't believe you randomly found him.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's really weird because he made them for himself.
I remember that now.
We don't have them.
Yeah.
He made them.
No, we have Nurse
so
Betty
perfect.
pins.
Yeah, we have Nurse Betty pins. And Ryan Seacrest autographed photos.
Yeah.
And you think we're kidding. All right, hold on,
Although
Kelly.
the Ryan pictures are getting harder to come by.
Kelly, we'll give you a autographed Ryan Seacrest picture and a Nurse Betty pin.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just thinking about how Bob Barker at 80 years old has a sexual harassment case, and I haven't had any in like 3 months.
I gotta give it to the guy.
He's 80.
It says this woman alleges that he would slither up behind her. Do you know how much effort it would take to slither?
She claims not only after he slithered Danny,
Yeah.
then he'd grab her ass.
And say, "Nice ass. You must be an ass model."
She says he's almost 3 times older.
Dude, she could be 30 and say that.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so
she could be
is-
Jack's age and make that claim.
They said, "Aren't you worried about your future by filing this lawsuit against him?" And all that. I think I even have this, don't I, Jack? Somewhere?
Yeah, you should. There you go.
Bob. Jack, tell Danny what you told me that this should be done to him.
They should spay or neuter Bob.
They can't spare. He's only been sued once before and he won. It's not necessarily true just because somebody alleges it.
The
Don't you
Barker's
know?
beauties getting fondled. Anyway.
What are the possible purpose do those girls serve?
Well, you know what, though? The way he holds that big, long microphone sometimes and then reach into my pocket and then the golfing game. God, didn't we get a memo about this one, too? And the golfing game, hold my putter.
They should just, to save him trouble, get the Price is Right hookers. And they know the deal coming in. Listen, you do this, you do that, Bob grabs you, you get $1,500 a week.
Exactly. I don't know. As for this chick, she says, "I'm not worried about my future." She says, "If you have long hair, some boobs, and a publicist, you can get something going in this town."
She's wrong. Everybody in this town has long hair, boobs, and a publicist.
Yeah, Stench had that at one time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he has bigger tits than I do.
Yeah, you just throw on, you throw a couple implants on Stench and a publicist.
No,
He's in.
I'm talking about, no, the dude has bigger boobs than I do without implants.
Well, there you go.
Have you
Get ready
seen
for
it?
his new series on
No, really.
the WB.
Stench, come in here. You should see this. He has bigger breastises than me.
Yeah?
Man boobs.
He's got man boobs.
If we lifted and separated those with a Playtex 18-hour
Why don't
bra.
we do that and send him somewhere with Frodo?
Yeah. Where is Frodo?
He's auditioning for Ozfest.
What?
He's at Ozfest. Auditioning.
thing that Sharon
yeah.
He's a one-man band.
He's rocking the house, man.
What's he doing? Isn't Ozfest a band search?
Yeah.
And not only that, a rockin' band search. And Frodo doesn't, he makes good music, but he doesn't rock.
Right. He does kind of what they used to call folk music.
Right.
Yeah, and he has a tambourine and a guitar.
And he has the cymbals between his
His
knees.
legs.
Yeah. He's like that monkey.
That's not right.
Yeah. So that's where he is.
Why is it? Okay, why don't you talk to him? He really looks up to you. You got to set him down.
You know what? Because I want that to stop, the looking up to me part. I thought it was really cool at first, but I didn't really notice the
idolizes
staring
you.
thing that you guys pointed out,
Yeah,
but
he idolizes
he's
you.
weird and creepy.
Oh, how long have we been telling him that?
Well, I still love him. He'll do anything for this show, and that's good enough for me.
But
We're
you
storming the castles.
You've sent him out around to meet all the important people you know, too. So now everybody thinks you send creepy people around.
Who'd I send him to meet?
Agents.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I set him up with an agent who called me back and said, hey, did you think that was funny?
Go with that.
And we sent him over to Rhino Records. She gave him a whatever.
Critique, I believe.
Yeah. Like, come back next year.
Come back when you're a man's height.
I still talk to her every once in a while, and I send her my sister's boyfriend's CD, and she goes, I'll listen to it as long as Frodo's not on it.
That seems wrong, but funny.
That seems cruel.
Anyway, so Bob Barker, he's toast. Don't forget, it's the big old Ronald Reagan Remember Day.
Yes, it is.
Jack, can you play us a little clip of what's going on live right there? Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, it's not up. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not? No. Damn them. How am I supposed to perform? Anyway, it's a big old National Day of Mourning.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody went in that other studio and turned something up, then you guys could hear it.
I'd be happy to run in there and do it, but I have no
I
idea.
don't know where it is. Yeah, me either. Anyway, all I know is the coffin is going into the hearse.
Do you know how to do it, Jack?
Maybe, yeah.
We have for several minutes
Just
still.
don't take any phone calls.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
can't.
you've got a button. She's got a button.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
So this is fun anyway.
The fat man with big boobs got it. Oh, and we got a thumbs up. That was cool.
I know. He's given me that a couple times instead of flipping me off.
Oh, listen to what we get to hear, Danny. It's worth it. Wow, you hear it?
Thank God you were going to run, Jack.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank God we
go,
got the
though.
audio.
They're taking off the casket off the hearse right now.
Oh, yeah. Thank God he was a skinny man. Did you see that 900-pound guy was had to be pulled out of his apartment because he couldn't breathe? 900 pounds of pure man action. If this apartment's at Rocket, I don't know.
Some gross chick is with me.
Oh, 900 pounds. Where is that thing? Here it is.
You still want the Reagan
Yeah,
static on?
yeah.
Well, I thought they were going to do something. I was going to kill some time with the 900-pound man, and then if they chimed in, I would let him. 900-pound man rescued from apartment. He was carried by firefighters and paramedics down 4 flights because the building's elevator did not work. It's only 36 years old. People are taking pictures of me.
I think we should turn off the Reagan funeral while we talk about the 900-pound man.
Why? It's only distracting if y'all talk about it.
No, it seems disrespectful somehow.
No, because I was going to stop when they started doing stuff like that. And by the way, Stench thinks that they're going to pull out Mrs. Reagan for the...
For the Republican convention.
Yeah.
Probably true.
I don't think so. Uh-oh. No, Brandon's in there. And he doesn't...
Jesus. She looks like she's going to faint.
Oh, they're going to do the
Oh,
thing.
Mrs. Reagan really looks frail.
Sad. She's 83.
This can't be easy for her.
Look at what Bob's doing at 80. She's got to be exhausted.
She looks scared, too. This has got to be so tough on Nancy.
Well, don't you think she's kind of... I mean, I think the first few days would have been hard. Now she's kind of used to it.
Yeah, maybe it might be physical exhaustion, though. She looks like she's going to faint.
She's looked like that all week. She's 83.
Yep. And she's been all over the country.
Dude, today
The
they have
man she
another
loves is
funeral.
married.
What?
After this funeral, they
I
fly back
know.
to LA for another one, and she's got to be, she'll be
Yeah.
all that. Like a 15-hour day.
I mean,
for her.
imagine, first of all, if you're 83 and you fly from LA to where, Washington,
Yeah.
and then, you do all the stuff, and you have to be nice to people.
Yeah.
And oh my God, plus your husband has passed away, and gosh, that's a long day. Anyway, so we got in Hell to the Chief, so that was kind of cool.
Nice.
See, that worked out. Don't doubt me, Dan. I got the Hell to the Chief song. You play it right under the 900-pound man, you got yourself a show. I went right from 900-pound man to Hail to the Chief without a glitch.
Very nice.
Yeah, rock on. Aw, that's sweet.
Yep.
The President Bush is hugging Nancy Reagan and then walking her to her pew.
It's a beautiful cathedral.
Pew. I know. Where are they? What is that?
National Cathedral.
Thank you.
On behalf of thy servant Ronald, and grant him an entrance into the land of light and joy. in the fellowship of thy saints, through Jesus
was
Christ
that?
our Lord, who liveth and reigneth with thee and the Holy Spirit, one God, now and forever.
Amen.
Amen.
Yay. Okay. So from that to celebrity gossip, I guess. Anyway, as you know, it's the National Day of Mourning. What did my dad say about President Reagan this morning?
I don't know.
He's a man's man?
A man's man.
No, he was the man. He was just
a man. He was a man.
I like that one.
Yeah, me too.
I use that as my own. He was a man. Anyway, so National Day of Mourning, and so that's what we're doing for so many reasons. But also we have to mourn the cover of the new Star magazine.
It's mean.
It is mean, and here to tell you all the details about
And explain herself.
is Bonnie Fuller of Star Magazine. Bonnie.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Bonnie, how are you?
I'm doing great.
All right, Bonnie, I have a guess.
I guess.
First of all, let me tell you this. I think that you should call us back on like Monday, Tuesday. I believe that this is going to be the biggest selling Star magazine ever.
You do. Now tell me why.
Because it is brutal.
Oh.
It is. Come on.
It is brutal. You put some girl's big, fat, cellulite
Dimpled.
ass on the cover and say, whose is this one?
And then when you open to find out whose that is, there's 20 more bad
Guys,
ones.
Let's not give away. Let's not give
no,
away.
we're
We're not giving it away.
We haven't. No, we
Thank
haven't.
you.
No. Of course we wouldn't do that. But it says, guess who? This one's the worst one. And you have to buy it and turn inside to find out.
But doesn't it make you feel better about yourself?
Yeah, but it makes me feel worse about you.
Yeah, because you were okay with yourself to humiliate this woman.
And like a bunch of others.
Well, listen, this is inspirational. This is going to make it so much easier for millions of women to get into their babies.
You know what,
because
man?
because
you can sell anything.
this woman is thin anyway.
Oh, I'm not talking about thin. I'm talking about get into the gym, tighten up. I mean, listen, we don't want to end up with cellulite like that on the back of our leg.
at her
no
go.
matter what our size.
Oh, yeah.
You go, Bonnie.
This is to help people.
I don't know. It seems cruel and unusual.
Well, wait, are you feeling bad because there's something going wrong in the backside?
Well,
You got some junk in the trunk?
don't we all have a little junk in the trunk? I mean, I'm not Star Jones. I still kind of feel bad for her on the side of this one.
Well, Star Jones, that's a different matter.
I mean, I don't love her, and I'm not a big fan of hers, but that's still kind of
She
mean,
can let
too.
herself go, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're not trying to be mean.
And
We're
Keith
not trying to
Richards,
be-
hello, heroin.
Okay, see, I love the Keith Richards picture.
I thought that was fascinating.
Me too.
Myself.
I
mean,
like
I don't
that
think
one.
I've never seen him take his shirt off before, at least on a beach.
And I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares at all. I don't
No.
think this wrecked his day.
But what's wrong with his nipples?
I didn't get out a magnifying glass.
Well,
did
if you look at the front cover of your magazine, one of his nipples is way higher than the other one.
You know what? You're right. Now I'm looking. Maybe that's
See?
just an odd
That's
angle.
a nipple.
Or
up.
maybe it's 20,000 groupies tugging on just one over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always thought Mariah Carey would be the one with the junk in the trunk.
She looks great.
Yeah, which surprises me because I thought she was always kind of beefy.
She looks fantastic. But you know what what I love about Mariah is that she's no stick thin girl. She's
Nope.
nice size. She clearly enjoys eating, but she's normal. And
Yeah.
she still looks fantastic.
She does look
You
good.
don't have to be like a stick insect.
Did
Yeah.
our friend Janice Dickinson make anything in this one this week?
No.
She's not this week.
Not this week.
Unfortunately, we have a Janice free issue. We
Wow.
love Janice.
We love Janice.
She is so much
Janice
fun.
free. That's
And
funny.
I'm sure that we will have future Janice full issues.
Oh, good.
But I think, I hope it is the largest selling issue, and I hope everybody picks it up because, we're all going to be on the beach this weekend, and you need to relax. You got to kick back. We got some other pretty exciting stuff inside.
Yeah,
too.
what do you got? What else is going on besides best and worst keisters?
Well, Jennifer may have gotten married, Jennifer Lopez,
Right.
but Ben has been very busy too. I mean, he went to the hospital twice last week.
Before?
And he's got a new girlfriend.
Yeah, I know about the new girlfriend. What did he go to the hospital for?
Ben has got bronchitis.
Oh.
He's got to cut back on the smokes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ben.
big chain smoker,
Yeah.
that band.
Now, and isn't he dating somebody that has been
Keeps
in
going to
trouble
jail?
With the law?
That's right. Yeah, we have the scoop. Enza Sambataro. She's very pretty, 5'9", brunette. Nice looking girl, And apparently she's got a good job now, but she had some trouble in the past. A few years ago when she was 23, so she's 26 now. So 3 years ago, she was arrested for
Wow,
shoplifting.
she went to math college.
Yeah, she did. What was she arrested for?
Shoplifting at Bloomingdale's.
At Bloomies.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Wow. Well, now she won't really have to shoplift, I guess. With
No,
Ben.
that's right.
Yeah, because he buys good gifts.
Do we think he's still gonna have money?
Ben?
Yeah, he does buy good gifts. Remember those gifts he got? Yeah.
So do we know for sure if J-Lo is pregnant?
I hear she's not.
Oh.
My source is very good.
Really?
Really.
She just married for sport?
Love.
Oh.
Come on, guys. Let's not get cynical here.
Yeah, she never got over Mark Anthony.
They knew each other a long time.
Well, they were girlfriend and boyfriend, right?
That's right. I mean,
I've
you
known
two do have
people for
lot
a
in
long
common.
time.
You know people and you haven't gotten married to them.
You knew Matt for 4 years.
I knew Matt 4 years. I knew Jason 7. Haven't married either one of them.
Right, but she fell in love with this guy, was on the rebound, got hooked up with a couple other guys, then she found herself single and went back to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not unheard of.
Classic. It's classic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
No, think of the movies there are about things like
Is that
this.
real?
Well, how many times do you see in a movie that girl goes out, she leaves a guy that's really right, goes out with somebody else.
Excuse
then
me,
comes to
sister, you're
realization.
doing this wrong. Here's what it's. All right, so you're telling me the movie of the week usually is this: girl gets married to a guy, divorces him, gives him a restaurant. Then girl gets married to another guy, divorces him in about a month. Then girl gets engaged to another guy, gets a 3-carat big old diamond ring. Then girl breaks off the engagement and marries a guy the next week.
Yes.
Better than a movie.
Happens
Yeah.
all the time.
I see that every day.
I'm telling you, truth is stranger than fiction.
No kidding. It doesn't happen all the time. It's crazy.
She's kind of whacked, yeah, I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
I mean, if you guys really look at it.
But if you
it's-
take out the past behaviors and just leave going back to your old flame,
You can't.
People do that all the time. It's true. You can't.
Yeah.
But
That's a different
nevertheless,
story.
Nevertheless, I hear she really isn't pregnant.
Wow.
and you hear that from a very reliable source.
Yes, I have that from a very reliable source.
And then Julia Roberts, we get to see her bump, I guess, huh?
Oh, we've got Well, the bump was kind of covered up, but she has been out and about. She is. Oh, I want to make sure we have time though for this other news.
Oh, what?
Let's
Donna?
just in.
Renee Zellweger planning to get married soon.
To who?
Jack White, of course.
I wanted her
Of
to
the
marry.
White Stripes? I
Yes,
love
the White
Jack White.
Stripe.
I wanted her to marry
So does my son.
Clooney.
Clooney, no. Clooney is off doing Ocean's 11. He's getting in trouble
Ocean's
with his
12.
neighbors. Oh, right, Ocean's 12. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's
He's getting
okay.
in trouble
11,
with
12.
his neighbors out in Italy.
Really?
On
Yeah.
Lake Como, what's he doing?
He's making too much noise. He's getting too much security, and security's blocking the normal people in town from just driving by and going to the post office apparently. So they're all mad. They've got a big Italian sign up that says "Go home."
Oh, wow.
That's not nice.
You got to learn to behave in another country.
And then it says
right.
capiche at the end
Yeah.
of it.
Can't mess around with those locals.
No.
Right, no, you never can.
Polo loco.
Yeah.
They go crazy. I don't know how to say crazy in Italian.
Close enough, I think.
Locos and Cuomo.
Yeah.
Cuomo locos.
Oh, very nice.
Very
Look
nice.
at Bonnie coming
Wow.
through. Bonnie. All right, Bonnie. Now the issue came out yesterday?
Yes, it did.
Yesterday. It's a great one. It's best and worst of beach bodies plus 20 more. You must buy this one. It's worth pinning on your
Yep.
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It's motivational. I'll tell you that. And I'd love to know if this is your best-selling one. Oh, by the way, just one more thing.
Yes.
It has the chick who did the baby fat. She did baby fat.
She did the chick that
Not-
did the baby fat.
Not baby fat. What's it called? This chick. She did the fashions.
Wait, do you mean inside that story?
Yeah.
Oh, let me
What's her name?
flip to that.
Oh, her husband is
Fashions for babies?
Fat Farm.
Oh my God, yes.
Russell Simmons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laura Simmons, her house. Yeah, the designer for Fat Farm. Isn't that an incredible
Oh
house?
my God, yeah. So if you're not into, pinning this up on your refrigerator, buy it because this chick bought a $200,000 rug that she had handmade that
Yes.
took over a year.
It's
That's
like
some
it's
dough.
yes.
You should see this house.
You've got to see this house.
It's crazy.
That's
It is-
serious dough.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to run 10 pages of pictures on this house. I wish I had more room.
Yeah, how many square feet is it? It's like
It's something like 200,000 square feet.
No, it's
no,
not.
it's 50,000.
50,000.
It's that big?
Yes, you're right.
50,000?
49,000 square feet.
Just for the house, but then she's talking about like the pools and everything outside. It's like the
Yeah.
whole lot.
But 50,000 square feet is like unheard of.
Just for the house.
It's
Oh,
it's
my
heard
God.
of, and it's in the pages of Star.
Oh, very nice,
Ah, very
Bonnie.
nice.
Bonnie.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie Fuller, Star Magazine. Pick yours up now. It's available, right, on newsstands.
It is.
All right, thank you, Bonnie.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Talk to you next week.
All right,
Bye.
I like that Reagan. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
that.
we do.
We're in here just
He was a real man.
well, we like that Reagan. You know why I like him is because I remember my parents like being always, I think during that time, like always good, and their jobs were good,
Right.
and you know, they were happy. I think my dad caught big fish that era.
It was good.
What era didn't your dad catch big fish?
That was a good year for fishing, that Reagan era.
Every year's a good year for fishing. That's what I say.
All right, so as you know, yesterday we were kind of talking about fate.
Right?
I think. Well, we talked about a lot of crap, but one of them was fate and how it's weird when you meet somebody and you're not in the right place in your life. I met somebody 4 years ago, and he was a really nice guy. I hung out with him for like 4 hours.
4 hours. The length of a flight.
Right. And then we kind of called back and forth, and then I got back together with Fancy Pants, so then I didn't talk to him again. And then 4 years later, I see him.
Right.
And like the clouds opened, and this guy walked in.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might want to soften your approach. The skies parted, thunder clapped. You might want
All
to.
right, this guy walked up.
So a nice looking guy walked over.
And he said, "Do you remember me 4 years ago, blah, blah, blah?" And I'm like, "Oh, my God, yeah. I did." And
Yeah.
and now I don't even talk to that
And
fancy.
this gets me off the hook for sandbagging you with I could save you some time.
Right. And then Danny sandbagged me and ruined my life. But other than that, and I think really Matt's calling only to plug his show on Sunday, if you must know.
I think he's calling to ask you
You're
out.
so cynical.
I'm not cynical. I'm just honest.
Of course I'm plugging the show, but I'm also defending my honor.
Yes, and what honor do you have?
Well, okay. First of all, I wanted to call in yesterday. I didn't hear that our meeting had such a deep impact. I was on set with Screenplay. That's the show Screenplay.
Screenplay, when's that on?
See, using
Was that
me.
a smooth
Just
plug?
using
When
me.
is Screenplay on, I wonder?
It's on Sunday at
Just
8
using
o'clock
me.
on E.
Wow.
But now, here's the thing. Jamie, you were saying, oh, this guy never called back. He was a jerk, all this stuff. And Danny.
Yes.
I'll let Danny be the judge here.
Okay.
So we met on the flight, and we're flying out to Denver, and we start chit-chatting. I'm like, hey, it's a very attractive lady here.
Right.
She likes music, definitely a plus, and she's talking to me, which are, three important criteria.
Find good qualities, yeah.
Oh, my
you
God,
know,
a girl's talking to me.
So we exchange numbers, and we start calling, and she actually talks to my mom, and my
Yeah,
mom's like, hey, that's fine. And,
His mom's
we-
cool.
Yep.
yeah. Now, and I'm like, this is great. And then, to be honest, I tune into the radio the next day, and I hear her talking about everything that's going on. And I'm thinking, that's really cool. Apparently she did like me. I'm like, I got the inside scoop. And then I started thinking about this, and I'm like, wait a second. Every time we go out, is it going to be dissected on the radio? Like, he didn't open the door for me, Danny.
We did that show.
Jerk.
Yeah.
We did that exact show about not opening the door.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do not want to be the judge. So there's three guys in this room, Stench and Jack and myself, and we'll all vote. Hey, you guys, do you think every time they go out it will be discussed on the radio the next day?
No.
Yes.
No, you know what's funny though? There are rules. Like it's funny and
What a coward.
huh? No.
Yeah,
Oh
extension.
no, because there were deals with FP that we had. Like he would say, this cannot go on the air, and there are things you guys don't know that have never gone on the air.
Right.
Never ever gone on the air. But then there are things that like I didn't really get his permission and did go on the air. But usually if he said and B-Rad even knows this. I know some stuff about B-Rad that are like, do not put this on the air. So if there's that rule, then I don't do it. If there's not a rule, then
So
I
pretty
do it.
much, if we go out, I just have to be like, hey, this doesn't go on the air.
Yeah, if
no
you
matter
do-
what, this what just
Well,
happened.
If people make the rule,
What
then I
happens if you
respect that.
What happens if you fight?
No, I mean, well, we won't fight. He's nice. He's like too nice. He won't fight.
Okay.
I've seen her on the billboard with boxing gloves, Danny. I'd be a little worried.
Yeah, be careful.
I don't want to end up with a black eye. That would make it really hard. When I go on Screenplay, that new show that's coming out.
Hey, when's that on, that screenplay?
So used.
Well, hey, okay.
When does screenplay air? It's on E at some time, isn't it?
It comes on Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
here's the deal. All right, look, I admit Jamie, that is a fear of mine being discussed on the radio. But our show is about putting people into great situations and kind of overcoming things and having a great time doing these challenges that we take from movies.
Right.
So here's what I'll do. You tell your listeners to watch the show Sunday night at 8 o'clock.
Screenplay on E.
Of who I am. Monday, we'll have them call in and they can vote. If they think we should go out, I'd be more than happy to do it.
I am not. Look at this. Let me tell you something, Mr. Matt. First of all, bye,
Matt.
Hey, you're all worried about me going to be talking about you on the air. It's only good for you and your career at this point.
Because, I know that.
Okay.
That much I know. I'm worried about if you decide that I'm not a great guy.
But listen, all I know of you right now is that I was on a plane with you for 4 hours. You were a great guy. I saw you the other day. You're a great guy.
Okay.
Now you're making this whole thing when it should have been just, I asked you out, by the way. I know it's Danny's fault.
Well, wait a second.
It's Danny's fault.
I know it is.
cover
No,
what
I'm
the
thinking
date
you should have
was.
taken
Wait,
my
hold on.
advice.
That
Hey,
you asked me out
all
on.
right. But can you hold on a second? We have to take a break. All right, hold on. I'm not liking this. He's all, I don't know.
Which is why I said to him what I said to him.
No, but I mean, you had nothing to do with it. What I'm saying is now all of a sudden he's doing a thing where it's like a contest.
A consolation prize.
Danny gave him second thoughts.
Why are you trying to suck me into that?
I guess what we're talking about kind of this morning is borderline fate.
Okay, with our friend Matt.
Right, who is on a new show on E! On Sunday. Jack, you ever had like a fate thing happen or you think it's fate and then it's not fate? Because like this guy I met 4 years ago, I was with somebody else and so we didn't hook up.
Right.
Then I see him 2 days ago and I was like, oh my God, because I, ended ties with people. I was like, this is fate. Well, then we haven't really gotten together and he hasn't really asked me out. So now I don't think it's really fate.
Right, I was going to say, at the end of this conversation, you have to hook up and be in love for it to be fate.
So is it like fake fate?
I think the guy's got a new show and wants to plug it, and you turned into a big-time jock.
What's a jock?
A morning radio personality.
An on-air personality? All right, so Matt.
Yes.
I thought it was fate, but it was just you using me to
Oh,
pump your
Jamie.
show.
Well, no. You did ask me out. I will. I can see that.
I did ask him out.
But the day she asked me out on Danny, she said, "Hey, why don't we go to Denver and go to the gay pride parade together?"
Yeah, well, there's a fine how do you do. You're a good icebreaker.
And my parents are in Denver, and I'm sure they'd love to see me marching in the gay pride parade going, what's going on?
We're here. We're queer. Get used to us.
Yeah, Stench goes and he
There's
hates
something
gays.
You need to tell us.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, his parents live in Denver. I thought it was the perfect opportunity. He could fly back, meet his parents.
Absolutely.
And-
Well, see, my idea of a first date is like Olive Garden, or something.
Oh, I love the Olive Garden.
You said the magic words, buddy.
I even dress up for the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
If you'd have said Red Lobster, I'd have jumped you myself.
Yeah,
Danny.
endless breadsticks.
Now we're talking a three-way here,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah.
Red
Oh,
Lobster.
Jack, you love the Olive Garden? Oh, we
Who doesn't love the Olive
We
Garden?
all love the Olive
So
Garden.
where is this all going now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, look, I got to say the stuff that goes on in between the commercials, if the people listening could hear it all, you know what? I'd love to go out with you, Jamie. I said it. We had a nice talk. And here's the thing. Like, I will say this for those people who haven't had the privilege of meeting her in person. On air, she's fantastically entertaining. But when you talk to her one-on-one, she really is a cool, grounded chick.
Well, thanks, I think. Although I don't feel like I changed any.
No. Well, I mean, you turn yourself up 7 notches on air is what it seems like.
Oh, I'm just trying to out-talk Danny.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what it is. And
It's
now,
not
Danny,
easy.
If we go out, are you coming? I got.
Yeah, that's part of the package deal.
No, he's not going. No,
That'd
no.
be great. Going on a date with Jamie and Danny.
Yeah,
that's
it
a
was
big
bad.
night out.
Yeah, that'd be great. No.
As long as you guys have the headsets on and keep saying stuff like that. Look
So,
at that.
do
He
you
just
know-
tried to kiss her.
Do you- He's going in. I'm his wingman.
And then he'd do like the time and temp.
He's kissing her at 9:09. That's 51 minutes before
Looks like
10.
the temperature got cold. She said no.
Well, Matt, I already asked you out once. You said no, and so
I guess the ball's in
Well,
your
I
court.
never said no. I didn't know that was a serious ask out on a date, to be honest.
You said I don't like gay people. No.
Oh, my publicist is going to kill me now.
right, because he's gay.
Yeah. I didn't say that. That's just what
No, you just
Danny
said.
did.
Dude, I could light a cigarette off that guy. He's flaming.
Jack, now what do we do? It seems awkward.
Well, now you find out when you're going, or he'll call you later.
The going out part or the part where Matt hates gays?
Yeah, take
Oh my God.
Drinks at
Did I
Rage.
just get branded a homophobe on the radio?
Yeah.
Oh,
Drinks at the manhole.
Yep.
Oh, I love
I'm
the
getting
manhole.
killed here. This was not what was supposed to happen.
Oh, welcome to the rest of your life.
Thanks.
Hey, it doesn't go like this. It does. If you don't want to be on the air, and I mean, but here's the deal. Here's what I will exchange. Okay, we can go out, but when we go out, know that if you want to plug your show, I get to talk about our dates.
Oh,
If you don't want me to plug your show, then I won't talk about our date.
that's fair enough.
Okay.
If I go out with you, I'll plug your show, and I won't
I
talk
just get
about our
nervous when
date.
Danny starts talking about plugging things. In the all right?
We all do, my friend. We all do.
Every face in the room lights up, buddy.
All right, so Jack, now what do we do? You've done this.
Off the air,
Yeah.
you exchange phone numbers.
But he didn't ask for it.
By
He
the way,
said
this
he'd go
feels
out
like,
with you.
This feels like high school, like we're sitting in the lobby. And
Why
like,
don't
the
you
class
send me a
bells
piece
are
of
rung.
paper that says, will you go with me, yes or no?
You want to go steady? If not, don't tell anyone.
Well, I would love to go out with you, but I think you have to ask me for my phone number.
Okay. Hey, don't I have? Did I just call you?
Yeah, you know
Give
what?
me your
Let's
phone
go
number.
out on the hotline.
All right.
Or I'll do what I did
All
to
right.
George Maloof, 888-555-1212.
This is a real guy. He knows
Am I
that's a
competing
number.
with George Maloof here?
No, but
No.
George actually wrote that down. He thought it was my number.
Oh my God! How did that guy become a zillionaire?
Actually, he's a great guy. He just
that's
he's very busy. He has like 10,000 employees, so he wrote
All
it
right.
down.
Well, how about Jamie? We go to the Olive Garden. You and I, and no Danny. I'm sorry, Danny. You
No
seem
sweat,
like a
man.
great guy.
Yeah.
There's an Olive Garden near me. I don't need you.
There we go. I think that'd be cool.
Okay, we'll go
That sounds good.
Okay, when?
on Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Wow, you're killing me. That's when Screenplay comes out.
Screenplay
Right.
comes out Sunday, 8 o'clock on E?
Yeah, Danny, you're the best, man. I really appreciate this.
Oh.
Danny has my back.
Oh God, this isn't.
Well, I just want to watch.
I know. All
The
right,
show or the date.
I'm gonna put you on hold, and Monica will give you my number.
All right, Jamie, I appreciate it. Hey, guys, thanks for having me on.
All
and,
right.
I appreciate the chance to clear my name. And I love
Yeah,
you guys.
it came out
Jamie's
so much
great.
better in exchange for dinner at the Olive Garden. You're a big homophobe that won't go to Denver.
Oh, this is just what I dreamed about when I got the show.
All right, so Sunday at 8 o'clock. It's called what?
Screenplay.
On E. All right, so
All right.
you guys can all see my new latest date that won't go anywhere.